My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. We soon are going to be working on some projects for Crystal Edge Technology screens, so we're working on that too. We've been asking what we're doing with that site. We have a lot of things we're going to do with that site. All right, test we're going to be running today is going to be on our new technology coming out very soon. This is going to be our FLE Infinity 1 Black Colored Quasar. It's a new technology we've been working on. It's kind of a colored black technology. We got several different versions of this we're going to make. Can't wait to do this whole surface over here soon. And one of the tests we're going to be running today is going to be something called a black versus black test. This is a very important test to be done. Where's the power stick at? The reason why it's a very important test, because this is a test to make sure that you're not getting ripped off. White screen. Now, why that's important? Because you want to make sure you're not getting anything shipped in the mail, such as black paint, or maybe you could do the same thing with black fabric or something else. So you want to make sure that the products are tested, and they have to do these tests. It's very important to make sure you just don't get ripped off. You don't want products matching gray paint. Let's back this up. Not only does this involve black versus black, keep in mind, also with gray screen paint products too have to do these tests. And again, you want to make sure you're not going to get ripped off. The last thing you want to go through is opening up your package and finding out that you could have did this at Home Depot's, Lowe's, Benjamin Moore, and so forth. Or your daughter or son walked in front of your screen with a gray hoodie on, and they end up matching your screen. So you're out some money and you're out some time. All right, so let's get this started. But we started these tests because somebody came in the room and challenged us and said, hey, what's the difference between your product and black paint? And I was like, that's a really good idea. So we started doing these tests called black versus black. So what we have here, this is the Bear Dynasty, Black Dynasty paint. We had somebody claiming that to be our product, so we're using our demonstrations now. And we got some fabric up there, black t-shirts. I gotta have it wearing black t-shirts all the time. So yeah, just to show you that if I walk in front of you, has a black t-shirt, it's not gonna match. All right, let's get some white levels first. We got the white screen first. 4K Snow screensaver. Keep in mind there is a challenge on this. We'll post that below. Now what the challenge is for is because we do have individuals, again, that do things they should not be doing when they're selling their screen paint products. And they may tell you that, hey, look, we're using special cameras, special equipment to try to make the screen produce higher white levels. We may be using high powered projectors, 5,000, 6,000 lumen projectors to do this. And that's the reason why we put out the match and better demonstrations, because they'll have to match the demonstration exactly the way we did to prove that theory. Oh, let me show you my projector. So projector we're using right here is our XGA. It's a Sony XGA CX100. Old projector. It's not 5,000 lumens. It's 2,700 lumens. That's basically about it. That's all. Oops, make sure I'm not sitting on anything to jack my pants up. All right, so let's get this started. Now, the reason what we have here, we have something called a heightener. The heightener allows our black screens and darker screens to be able to produce a much higher white level than other black paints and black surfaces. This allows our screens to be able to generate amazing white levels, especially in fully lit environments, commercial environments at that, using our projector over here that cost me only $10 to be able to produce these beautiful images. This is one of the things, this is why, and one of the things also too, why screen paints have to be tested. The last thing you want to do is buy a product that's going to match a screen, and the person's going to say, well, it's a hiccup. It has a yellowish tone, excuses used to try to cover up what their products are doing. You're supposed to be to see a difference between night and day. That's what you're supposed to be able to see. Let's get past this political stuff. There we go. Keep on going. We should be bypassed it. Nope. They're persistent. Nope. Keep it going. Keep it going. Give me a commercial. My goodness. Commercial would be nice. Not all that political nonsense. All right, there we go. So there we go. We got a nice scenery, some beautiful trees in the background. As you can see, that is my black t-shirt. That right there is the Dynasty black paint from Home Depot. And as you can see, our screen is black. It's not gray. You say your screen must be gray. No, my screen's black. It's definitely black. That's another thing you have to watch out for. Make sure screens are actually black and not gray. Because we've seen that happen in someone's demonstration. In the middle of a star fill, the screen clearly turned gray. So you can see our white levels look absolutely fantastic. Let's get some more. I want that snow wolf. Oh, here we go. We do get the snow wolf right there. There we go. This also protects our company big time because, again, we have people who have done false demonstrations against our products, fake unboxings, stuff like that. And we have run into some customers who have basically swapped out and made our screens look darker so that way they can file a PayPal complaint against my company and try to keep my product and the money also. But God does not allow it to happen. Keep in mind that my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is the one who blessed us with this technology. And this particular color quasar technology was just launched about a few days ago. And as you can see, the results of it is absolutely incredible. Okay, we got some white levels there. Let's go over to, I want to check, oh, we got this nice whole scenery of relaxing snow. Definitely got to do this one right here. Like I said, this is a very important requirement for any screen to do. Because you want to make sure, like I said, your product is working. You don't want to be sitting up there doing a demonstration and somebody walks in front of your screen with a black shirt or black suit and it blends in. You don't want to go through that. So make sure your stuff is tested. Let's go with LG snowboarding. Do we have sound on this thing? That's a minute. So as you can see, when I told you that when it comes to the heightener, the white levels, why it's important, not only does it pertain to basically white levels, but also to the color. Color needs white levels to actually produce. It also needs 100% black to see the color. And this is why I explained that when you see gray screen paint products, why they can't, when they can't pull that 100% contrast, you're not seeing color. You're seeing a washed out image of the color. That's why they don't do well in well-lit environments. The screens become washed out. They become bland, dull. Now our new technology here will be available soon. First, when we finish all testing. It's already been put on the marketplace. The label's already shown on the marketplace. Flex is already shown on the marketplace. When we're working on our specification sheets, we work on our specification sheets as we go to make sure that the product is working. Everything we have in our specification sheets about our products are 100% true because you can watch all demonstrations and all pictures are linked to all our demonstrations backing our products at 100%. Now, for those out there who do not test your products, let me give you a little mental note here. When I go to your site and I go to look for testing, this is what I'm expecting to see. If you're launching products that are not even tested at all in any way whatsoever, this means you have no idea how to troubleshoot or even how to fix your problem if something does occur because you've never done any testing at all on your products at all. This is why it's important when you watch me do these demonstrations. This is what you should be doing on your product itself. Not cutting corners, not basically figuring out the easiest way to get around it, actually doing the demonstrations. Let's get around this stuff right here. There we go. So when you're watching us do test after test, all our products go through this same process. When you're watching us do these tests, that means you should be following behind us and doing the exact same thing we're doing. The fact that I don't see these tests and customers will go to your site, customers will do research, customers will look into your product. If they're going to spend the time to do that much research on their own projector, they're going to do just as much research on the screen. So if you don't have those tests in there, you're going to have problems. Now, as you can see, without the heightener technology, that the Dynasty black paint can't read correctly. The black t-shirt can't read correctly. Everything comes up dark laying against our screen. This is the power of God's technology. That's why we call it that. God blessed us with this ability right here. And I tell you, and it says in the Bible that the enemy, God will use the enemy as your footstool, or you can use them as your footstool. The very troll that came in here and made the statement about us doing these tests, well, thank you so much. Challenges God's blessings. So they did challenge God's blessings. God's blessings are no joke. And that's why we challenge others to do the same thing that we are doing. Let's go over to no. Skyworth food demonstration. I'm going to check out something there. I'm going to do it the long way. Skyworth food demonstration. I want that one. I want the long one. There you go. So as I showed you in this demonstration, without our amazing technology, without that heightener in it, you can't duplicate our screens with black fabric or black paint or anything. We've done these tests on so many levels, it's not even funny. Go to our marketplace. You will see the black versus black test listed below. This one will be added to it. Also, too, check out our links. We should post this on our links. If someone has done these tests, this is not something that should be hidden in their YouTube archives. This should be somewhere everywhere so everybody can see it. It should be directly posted to their website, directly in all links, so you can see exactly what you're getting. If you're not seeing those links in there, if you're seeing these demonstrations hidden among the YouTube channel, that means at the end of the day, they don't want you to find it. Now, I got to put this in here real quick. As I said, those of you who want to make statements or alter our videos to make them look darker or unwatchable, please keep in mind that we will be taking you to court on this and you will have lawsuits filed against you. So you know from the door, I made the statement, and if we find it, well, you're going to get it. I can't wait to bring people here to see this today. I can't wait. This is one of the demonstrations I can't wait to do on site. I'm going to do this on site as many times as I can possibly do. At the end of the day, I'm going to do as much as I can on many sites. I love doing these demonstrations. You should have a joy in doing these type of demonstrations. And if you're scared to do these demonstrations, then that's a shame. That's a crying shame. You can sit on camera all you want. You can talk all the nonsense all you want. But deep down inside, if you're afraid to do these demonstrations, you already know already from the door what your product is. And if you can't back that product up, you have no business selling it. That's why I said when I saw the network gray versus that product, and he's on camera telling me it has a yellowish tone, there is no way in the world your product should have ever came that close. It is supposed to be a massive difference between night and day. That is a YouTuber who did his product against network gray 773, and he matched the screen, but said it had a slight little difference. Even if it had a slight little difference, it's still not enough to persuade customers to spend 60, 90, or 100 bucks for a product when they could do it for much cheaper. Keep in mind, when a person is sitting back from a screen at 11 to 12 feet, they're really not going to see the difference. So it can't be slightly. It has to show a massive difference between night and day on why your product is better than that black paint or a gray paint or whatever it may be in the container. Kind of show a mass up. You see right here saying it's got a yellowish tone? No, it doesn't match. Can't wait to draw into the screen. I want to do about 5 or 10 of these. You gotta have some fun with this stuff, man. So we're running the back-to-back. This is usually, they will not start off with the back-to-back due to the fact, actually they'll start off with this one. They won't start off with the first one because it shows a black level. and they don't want to show off black levels. So they'll start off with this one first because it skips the countdown on the black level. So as you can see, the difference between how amazing our technology pulls that incredible white level, that without the heightener technology, that any black surface or black paint without the element 77, we can alter and change whatever we want. And mind you, our products are purchased over counter. I'm not going to say where, but they're purchased over counter. But that right there is from Home Depot. That's Dynasty Black. Because for some reason, someone claimed that that's how our products were made. Another one waiting for a court case. Now we're using all demonstrations now for fun. Since it's supposed to be my product. So we challenge those of you who make great products, if there's anyone who makes black products, to complete these tests by today. Today. Not tomorrow. Today. It's not a hard test to do. We're not talking about certain individuals. We're talking about everybody. Because I like to get what I paid for. Like I said, I build PCs. I like to get what I paid for. Can't wait to do that miniature case. It's going to be freaking sick. Especially if the specifications ain't real. That really bothers me the most. Look at that. Look at that massive difference between that black paint and our technology and the t-shirt. Oh, we got to do a color level. Slow color changer. Color changer. But they fight me on every chance they get.
Election season is
no. No. There we go. So as it starts to change color, you will notice that the surface or black technology can read color balance. Here, let's do you one more. I like to put a white surface up there too. That's pretty fun to do. You know, you're going to have to do that too, that white surface test. You're going to have to do those. Avoid those things out. What to do with avoiding the white color test? Why don't I avoid those? Those are fun. I don't know how people can avoid testing. I love testing. I love testing. I love it. There we go. So now we have our white surface up there too. As I told you before, you have people talking about, oh, well, higher the white level, the better the color. No, we literally have been through this one before. So many times it's not even funny. When I first started doing this demonstration, again, Crow Boys would come into my room and they would say, they would say from the door, oh, well, we have white surfaces up there. They'll say, well, that white surface is definitely going to pull a higher white level than your color level, than your screen paint. You've literally just told me that you know nothing. You literally just told me that. Anyone out there who sits there and states that the brighter and whiter the screen, the better the color, you don't know what you're talking about. If that was the case, that means the white screen would pull amazing colors. You'd see them in fully lit environments. They would operate outside with no problem, but they don't. They're actually the worst screen you could possibly get. It's a budget screen. So they don't see color. They don't pick up contrast. They can register white level. That's basically about it. Keep in mind, unless you're watching a blinding white screen all day long, then that's what it'll be fantastic for. But if you're showing a level where you're going to have contrast on the screen, color, that thing doesn't even work. To fix it, you got to be in a dark environment because they're absolutely not ambient light rejection in any way whatsoever. I don't care what 2.0 or 0.1 gain you stick on it, it doesn't have an ambient light rejection capability in no way whatsoever. So, as you can see how our color balance pops up we have a tone that picks up. The tone allows our screen to generate extremely high white levels, but basically we can overpass these surfaces right here and show a complete difference, but also too, it shows a contrast level, which is needed to pull out the rich, deep colors. You need 100% contrast to read it, unless you have some kind of contrast shifting capability, which they don't have. This is one of the other tests that are extremely hard to do. Can't be showing hiccups. Can't be showing, oh, it has a yellowish tone nonsense, off-white levels. You can't do that. It has to be a difference between night and day. All right. People may say, well, what about with the lights out? Okay, let's take our lights out. Let's see if there's going to be a difference. Where the freak did I put the remote control before I said lights out? Okay, limit. Remote controls. Let me go find remote controls. I set them down the minute I turn the lights out. It's perfect timing for that one. Let me see. Where are you? There you are, way over here. Oh, I wouldn't have found that. And if my desk is well lit up. See if this helps. Take the lights out. Now, we get this all the time. We've done these demonstrations dozens of times. Some people feel if they have the lights out, that the screen's going to improve. It's only improving because you're on a standalone. You take a more superior screen, put it next to it, you'll see exactly how much your projector does not see. Doing our color level. Starfield screensaver. Watch the difference. White surface can't read the star field. Black surface can't read the white lights. The star is coming off the star field because they can't register white light. You're happy to read both. White screen. White surface pulls the highest white level. It pulls a high white level. Black surface right here and here that don't have our technology embedded into it can't read a white level for jack. They come up too dark. Our screen picks up the tone. 4K Snow screensaver. White screen can't read the contrast levels, can't read the blue levels, can't read the shades and the snow level. Black screens here that are not coded with our technology can't read the white levels. We can read the white levels and the contrast at the exact same time, even with the lights out. Unless you're looking at a blinding white screen all day long, that's where a white screen is going to benefit you at. But if you're going to be looking at something like this, where you're going to have contrast in the environment, detail, depth in the environment, and the display, you're not going to be able to see that on an all-white screen. The only way an all-white screen is going to benefit you unless you're looking at a blinding white surface all day long. And you know you're not going to be doing that. Yellow screen. Let's pick some nice, pretty bright colors. Orange screen. You feel it. Nope, we're not doing those commercials. There we go. Green screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
So as you can see next to our technology, that the green screen doesn't even pick up on the white screen. It picks up on our technology. It doesn't pick up on the white screen at all. It doesn't pick up on the black surface at all. I did a couple more demonstrations in there. Just because your screen is black doesn't mean anything. It means it still has to read those white levels in order to allow the screen to be able to see. Let me see. 4K OLED demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
We still are going to have to read the color. I see people showing off screens or claiming to be black screens. Again, you don't know what you're doing. Your screen still has to read a white level. Just because it's picking up a black level doesn't mean it works. You still have to be able to read the white levels. And the white levels basically will affect your color levels. Your balance is off. Why do you think they fear when we request for products to bring them down here for testing? This is what they'll have to go through. And it's sad to say that we literally have to do that because they should already have these tests done. Why am I buying your products? Why am I buying your products down here for testing? Shouldn't have to do that. Your stuff should already be tested. Now see that without that white level balance, that black surface can't pick up jack. They don't see the contrast, can't see the balance, can't see that white level. Let's go over here and let's get the OJ jazz demonstration. You're not going to be showing just all white levels on your screen. You're not going to be showing all black levels on your screen. You're not going to be showing all color on your screen. You're going to be showing a balance of everything that makes up that image right there. It's going to have to work. And mind you, for those of you that are looking to make a black technology, let me explain to you the road you're going to travel down and why you have to have tons of videos back in this. You will do these tests on different calibers of projectors. You would do tests inside, you would do tests outside, you would do tests everywhere. You're going to have to show this off on multiple projectors, ultra short throws, long throws, venue projectors, pico projectors. You would do this on commercial environments, non-commercial environments. You would do all those demonstrations. You'll be inside, outside, different time. You got to have all that out there. You have to. If you don't, and you're bumping into somebody like me at the end of the day who wants to test your product, the first cancellation they receive from you is going to clearly show that you can't back the product up. And customers don't want to see that. Customers are taking the time out to invest in your product, to make sure it works. They're giving you that opportunity. You don't understand the responsibility you have as a merchant who sells products. Customers taking a chance on you to buy your products, and that's why you need all this testing to prove it. The more testing you have on your product, the better chance you have of selling the product. If you're selling a product that's fraudulent and someone figures it out and finds out, you're looking at some serious trouble. That's why your stuff must be tested. Customers, at the end of the day, you have to make sure this stuff is tested. If it does not test it correctly, again, you're going to run into all types of problems that you don't want. All right, so we did a color level test. We did our white level test, showing you the Dynasty black paint, black t-shirt next to our products here, showing you why our white level heightener technology is so amazing and why it is a must for any black screen to be able to do this. At the end, to do these tests, which is very important. I advise you before you buy any screen paints from anybody that you make sure their products are tested. Even us, make sure our products are tested. Very important. I don't sit up there and say, well, everybody else and not us. No, even us. Ask me questions. That's why we do all these demonstrations. Why we have our specification sheet are massive. The reason why we have all that information, because we do all this testing to make sure we know what we're doing. Not faking it with these little short spurts of specification sheets that really don't say anything. It's more like a summary than a specification sheet. Links that don't go anywhere. None of that. You don't want to deal with that nonsense. And make sure you get what you paid for. And keep in mind, we're in a commercial environment. We're not sitting up here in a home. We're in a commercial environment under commercial lights using a $10 projector on our technology showing these amazing images. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the product. This is going to be our FLE Infinity 1 Black Color Quasar. They're going to be available in 32 ounces, 64, and we're going to decide probably do 1 gallons. This will paint screen sizes. I think the 1 quart paints the screen size up to 150 inches. 2 quarts will do up to 180 inches, and the 1 gallon is roughly around almost 300-inch screen. We have 1 coat application. You can spray it on, you can roll it on, it's up to you. And are going to have a list of surfaces that we do support and don't support. Please understand, we do not support knockoff projectors like WeMax and Valva projectors. Please check out the list below of projectors we do support under our technology. This will be fully weatherproof and ultra short throw compatible, which it is ultra short throw demonstrations on that. This is the first black on black demonstration that we did, basically test demonstration on this product. I do advise customers before you buy any screen paints on the market, make sure these products are tested. They don't have to be tested by our standards. They have their own tests on what their products do because their products are completely different. But please note, make sure products are all tested before sold, and make sure all products are tested before ship out. That's called batch number verification. Make sure they have that. That is your guarantee your product is going to work. We also go a step farther. We have a ship back policy that basically you can send the product back to us and we will test it YouTube live. Of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology, because if it weren't for him, none of this would ever exist. I'd like to thank your time for coming out here and watching our demonstrations. We'll be doing some more on this black paint versus our product as we go along. Got some other projects I have to work on, but thank you for your time and God bless. Let's run through. All right, gotta go.